Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the Trey, yes and no, friends and the foes, the Butlers and the Herros. You can feel it in your soul, but when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing, like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah! Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, for the first time in a long time. Haven't seen you guys because I don't do them fucking West Coast trips. Game started at 10 o'clock. I will not be doing no post-game show. The game is over as soon as that motherfucker's over to me. This was a game that I wish would have been over a little bit faster. I was excited. Appreciate it. I was excited for Jimmy Butler to come back. Was excited to see kind of how that would play out. Hey, thank you. They said my suspension is over. I cannot be suspended. Appreciate you, Typhoon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is my birthday. Praise me, acknowledge me in the chat. I'll try to.
Super donos are a great birthday gift. Let me just put that out there,
brother. In my opinion, those are the only birthday gift. But yeah, let's get into this game a little bit. Jimmy Butler returned, first time in 7 games. Didn't really know what to expect before the game started. But after it got started, this shit looked a whole lot more like the same. I didn't see anything dramatically different. They didn't look like – I mean, I guess the shot distribution was a bit different with Jimmy out there on the court. People were wondering whether or not he'd come out aggressive or whether he kind of like, fuck it off. But he played. I thought he played well. Oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I appreciate everybody with the birthday love coming in. But yeah, we'll get individual players later. But Stone, give me your thoughts on the game,
bro. This team's sorry as hell. Like, I've never seen a game end before the first time out, and that's how tonight felt. Yeah, I mean, like, there's going to be so much analysis about what Jimmy Butler did tonight, and like the rest of this, like every game is going to be under a microscope. But like, I feel like a lot of people that are kind of jumping the gun to be really intrigued in that haven't been watching him play for this team for the past 4 years. We know what we know what type of time this team is on in the regular season. We know what type of time. Shout out, Justin. Yeah. I don't know. Team's sorry. A lot of ugly shots tonight. A lot of bad basketball. We are a 500 team again. That's kind of the big takeaway I had. 500 to me is another word for the play-in. And that's exactly where we're headed. We'll probably lose 2 more games, win 2 more games. That's just Miami Heat basketball for you.
Guess who had the best plus? Guess who had the worst plus minus on the team? There are 2 people tied for it at -18. Those Tyler Herro and Niko Jovic. I feel like appreciate y'all. I feel like Tyler Herro is a good place to start on this game. I don't want to assign blame or anything, but like he didn't particularly shoot it well. It looked like there was a bit of an adjustment for him. Vatsal with the 199. Don't know. Appreciate you, bro. He said happy birthday, Royal. Thank you. But yeah, with Tyler Herro, I think his game was impacted by Jimmy's return for sure. There seemed to be like a conscious effort to get Jimmy involved by everybody, including Tyler. So he kind of scaled back on his shot selection a little bit. But overall, like it didn't feel like he got into. It didn't feel like he was off this game. but it didn't feel like he was able to kind of like string together a run like he has been for the past couple of games. Am I off base there, Andy? Like, did you see anything different there?
No, I think I think everything you said is right on the money. I was about to say I felt like he was the player I noticed struggled the most from Jimmy's return. But then I went back to the box score to look at that, and there's another player who I think is drastically affected by Jimmy's return that I think we'll get to. But with Tyler, like, I really felt like he went from being the offense these last 7 games, and like most nights he is the offense. And tonight they were probably trying to make him the offense, but it just didn't feel like everything was going through him. And I think it was harder for him to find his rhythm because of that, especially with some of those low post looks that Jimmy got. And then just like, I don't know, the ball movement felt, I don't know if it felt worse than it's been because it's been pretty atrocious, but it just felt very different. And I felt mostly like his rhythm was messed up by Jimmy's return.
So it was a little bit more clunky. I'll say that for sure. Like there was some like horrific spacing issues going out there. And I don't know if I was like I think you alluded to like 2 people. Appreciate that. But I think you alluded to like I think it was more than one person who was impacted dramatically by his return. We'll get to a couple of them later. But I do want to let's talk about Jimmy a little bit because and I think we should have started here because he was obviously the most important. I didn't know. Again, I didn't know what I was going to expect from him. I didn't know whether I was going to get kind of like aggressive 40-point Jimmy, but like tonight he just felt like we got a regular Jimmy game. I don't know if he was particularly engaged per se. Didn't look that way, but he also didn't look like he was disengaged or quitting on the team. Which way were you leaning in terms of Jimmy's game?
I know Jimmy's most engaged when he's getting steals, and he didn't have a steal tonight. So I'm with you though. It wasn't like, he wasn't trying to show anyone up out there. It just felt like when he was involved in the play, he was trying. And when he wasn't involved, he wasn't necessarily, sprinting all over the court to get himself involved. And so like, it just felt like another regular season Jimmy Butler game to me. It never felt like he was trying to take over the game, which in some regular season games in the past, he has definitely tried to do that. And I was interested to see, what the fourth quarter might look like when he kind of started out there with the second unit. But it didn't feel like to me that he was deliberately taking plays off or like sandbagging it. It just didn't feel like, 100% super locked in Jimmy Butler either. Like he definitely wasn't trying to prove anything to anyone out there. That was my biggest takeaway.
Yeah, I think another part of that is kind of like because Jimmy's a guy, he's a floor game guy, like not necessarily a point totals guy. So his impact is usually felt when he's impacting multiple areas of the game, like you alluded to with the steals. But even the assists and rebounds tonight were low. Like he finished the game with 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Just didn't feel like it didn't feel like we got. It didn't feel like he like shit at anybody. It just felt like most of what we've come to expect from Jimmy during the regular season game, which is kind of like I'll pick and choose my spots. I'll do what I can here. And then the rest of the time, he just kind of like floated between the corner and the dunker spot. And I don't know. Shit was kind of weird. We got real niggas in the building. Shout out my dog, New, fellow Capricorn. Y'all tell her happy birthday, too. We haven't done a stream since her birthday passed. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with my dog, tell her happy birthday as well. New, how you doing this evening?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing fantastic. We were just talking about Jimmy Butler. Don't really know how to classify his game because I didn't feel like he mailed it in. Also, don't feel like we got a fully engaged, locked in Jimmy Butler. I just felt like we got regular season, normal, going through the motions, being effective in areas. Jimmy Butler tonight. How did you feel about that?
I agree. It wasn't appreciate you. I hit it here. It wasn't facts tough. Huh? It wasn't like he was. It wasn't as bad as the New Orleans and the what was the game after that?
Was it Atlanta?
No,
it wasn't Atlanta. It was
fuck it. I know
Philadelphia?
what you're talking about. No.
Utah?
No.
Was it Utah? No, it wasn't Utah. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Utah,
it wasn't as bad as those games, but it's a nigga that don't want to be here. These are people staying together for the kids. Like
Indiana.
That was it. It was Indiana.
I'm mad Stone just did research.
Man, crazy how that works.
Yeah, but he he's still effective. He didn't forget how to play basketball, how to get to his spots, but it's been what we've all been saying. Jimmy Butler is not capable of giving 110% every night and being the best player on both ends of the floor and doing all of that. And I don't think he's interested in doing that, nor do I blame him for not wanting to do that for this team. So it's just more of the same.
I think 18 points on a random regular season game is on par for what Jimmy Butler can give you. And I think if he's doing that, and you know what I mean, even when he's locked in, sometimes you'll get games where 18 points is the max that he'll score. But if he's giving you 18 points, then you can't. You're really going to be hard pressed to complain and ask him for more on a night in, night out basis. So I think just kind of like it is what it is. Like this is the situation. What's up, Stone?
Yeah, I will say one thing about that though is like in those games where you really feel his impact and he's getting the 18 points or whatever, only 18 points or whatever. Usually it's like he shot 10 free throws to get to those 18 points. And I do think it's interesting he only shot 4 free throws tonight.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it earlier in the comment section. He had opportunities that he did seem to kind of pass up. Like like I said, like he picked his spots tonight, and it wasn't to be aggressive, like getting to the line or getting to the rim or anything like that. It was just wide open dunks type shit. Like whatever basket flows into my possession, like that, I'll take it. One thing Core's with the 999 don't know. He said Jokic sits in the paint and literally dares Bam to shoot free throw jumpers, and Bam won't shoot it. This entire offense does not complement the roster. This team is hard to watch. Let's pivot. For those of you who don't know, bussy is one of my favorite words in the American dictionary. Just want to put that out there. Let's talk about Bam a little bit because I do think that you're right. Like they dared Bam to shoot tonight, and I think he had some opportunities to shoot that he passed up, and he took opportunities to shoot that he had. Like I think Bam played a pretty solid game. I think he was one of the people who benefited the most from Jimmy being back. People didn't have problem with him being aggressive because he got opportunities. He got more looks. And he knocked those down and he rebounded well. But let's just be real. He hasn't played particularly great on offense all season long. And he got his ass busted by Niko Jovic tonight. Like it's just that everybody like this. You can't just sit up here and gloss over the fact that he just got, worked on. But like solid game for what he's been giving us this year. I ain't mad at it. But I've also lowered my expectations for Bam dramatically. And so that plays a role in this. Stone, how did you feel about Bam's game tonight?
I mean, meh. I don't know what to say anymore at this point. Like we were talking in the playback about how this is a league where you need players that can trade buckets. And to me, that's always been like my biggest thing is like, he didn't trade buckets with Jokic tonight. And I get it. Like, who in the league else is trading buckets with Jokic? Like, he's great and all that. But it's just like, this is the second highest paid dude on your team. And I think it's really hard to win when your roster's constructed this way and him being paid at that amount of money. I'm not saying that's his fault. I'm definitely saying it's the Miami Heat's fault. And I'm not exactly sure where they go from here, kind of in this, I read a report earlier that the Heat still want to trade Jimmy Butler, which I don't believe. And I hope it's not true because Jimmy Butler coming back tonight meant Haywood Highsmith played 13 minutes. So please keep Jimmy here as long as possible, as long as it means that number 24 is not on the basketball court.
Good brother, you landed that plane with the grace and elegance of a Delta Sky Miles holder. But no, see the thing about the Jokic thing, yes, he busts everybody ass in terms of scoring. I think he's leading the league in scoring or whatever. He only had 24 points tonight. It was the overall floor game that I felt like he was busting Bam's ass at, bro. Like it felt like he was a step faster. It felt like he was a bit sharper. And yes, that is the case for everybody across the league. But like I hope Bam in very high regard as a defender, and I would have liked to see him pinch that nigga at least a little bit tonight. And I don't think he did. Like I don't feel like Jokic even realized he was there to be for real. Like I ain't feel his impact that way. New, how did you feel about Bam's play tonight?
I feel about Bam's play tonight how I felt about Bam all season. I don't care about it. Like it's not good enough. It's not going to be good enough. And it is a combination of a multitude of reasons why. Bam's game has not progressed, and that's on Bam. But by that same token, it's on the team to realize, like, okay, how do we construct a roster to make him better? Like, the team was quote unquote built around Jimmy these few years of this build. Now you go into this summer, you change your offense and you tailor it to Tyler Herro, not Bam. Like, and cool, Tyler can shoot the threes, so if that's what y'all want, but like, you can't even get a backup point guard. Like, Tyus Jones was out there all summer. I would love to see Tyus Jones and Bam in a pick and roll. And I'm not excusing Bam because, like, the onus is on you. You a man, you're a professional, but, like, this team just sucks, bro. Like, and none of these niggas fit together. The only person that I trust to get their game off at any time is Tyler Herro, because that nigga going to shoot regardless, whether it's a good shot, bad shot, red shot, green shot. Like, it don't matter. Tyler shoot the basket. Like, so that's what's going to happen. So it don't matter. Bam not good enough. The niggas around him not good enough. Spo not good enough as a coach. There's a bunch of not good enough. And I know that ain't like, no, that's not really the question, but I haven't felt different. It don't matter. Bam could score 60 straight points and not miss a shot, and I'm still gonna be like, whatever. Like, it don't move me in the slightest one way or another. He's been a disappointment this year. He's probably been the biggest disappointment on the team, to be honest, for me. So I don't care. Like,
I guess that is easy to say when niggas don't expect anything from Terry Rozier to begin with. So, like,
I hated the trade from day one. If I thought Terry was a good move for the team, he would be one. But I didn't think he was. So
it's kind of like something that you said in the playback a couple of games ago, where it's like the shit hurt a little bit more when it's come from niggas that you respect. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's kind of where I am with Bam. Like, I tried to hold the line or whatever, like, in terms of like making sure that I wasn't trying to, you know what I mean, like crush the man too much, giving him his grace. Appreciate that, whoever you are. Thank you, good sir. Who's this?
I already know.
Oh man, come on now, real nigga talking in this bitch.
I don't know about that, but yeah, we here.
Yeah, but yeah, but like a nigga, like it's difficult to kind of like look at Bam and still kind of place any type of expectations or hold anything that you've seen before, and then like still hold him to that standard because he has not lived up to it, and especially this season. So it's just kind of you accepting your new reality with him. So I can understand not being moved by shit he did.
Isn't that the Heat mantra? Accept reality,
brother. You know, Barry Jackson, basement Barry himself said it. Let me talk about two people who I believe the Jimmy Butler return impacted the most. I think that was Jaime Jaquez and Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier went from being a starter. He played 24 minutes. But
what about Haywood?
I don't think Haywood Highsmith fits the top three because Jaime Jaquez was, in some people's mind, doing this without Jimmy. Tonight, he went right back to the same shit that we've seen all season long. Can't hit a wide open shot, clash in the paint with Jimmy Butler. Dale, you said something in the playback that was really interesting. I forgot like the analogy that you used. Could you remind me what it was about Jaime and Jimmy?
The two worlds colliding.
Yeah, it's like two worlds colliding in the paint. And they are both headed to the same direction. They're both headed with the same objective. And we saw them both kind of getting each other's way tonight.
Right. Like, they need the same things. Like, and Jaime Jaquez, like, needs prayer on the end of his. Like, because dudes think, like, bro was never good, bro. Jimmy was gone. Like, they picked the most convenient time for Jimmy to leave. Yeah, like, yeah, West Coast road trip, this, that. But it's like, bro, you had to line up the Kings, the Utah Jazz, the Golden State Warriors who's struggling. Like, who else? Like, the two LA teams they actually lost to. But, like, them teams is ass, bro. Like, yeah, he was going to look better against players that, like, don't play him 4 times a year. Like, they play him once in the beginning of the year and then once, like, randomly late as fuck. Like, dude's never good, bro. Like, correct, Fidelio. Like, Dude don't got talent. He was like he has talent, obviously, NBA player, but it's so limited. Like like bro be in pick and rolls, bro, like handling the ball. And he's not a good passer. Like he's not a good he can't
He don't
manipulate.
even look to pass.
He don't look to pass it. That yeah, you're right. Like it's crazy. Like my man Max Camacho munching on Jaime's meat, I guess. I guess I stink. I'll stink, brother. But like, if I stink, then Jaime Jaquez is a damaging to the global climate, brother. Like, because he's doing way more damage than me. Because that boy is ass, bro. Like, I don't see how people got fooled by it or leaned into it. Like, with him and Yo, brother, it was 2 games and they was posting bro stats. Like, 2 games without Jimmy. Like, come on now. Like, they're not talented. Like,
That man finna get in that office and straighten all this out for all of us. Dude, exactly. That's Jaime Jaquez. Stone, I want to talk to you a little bit about Terry Rozier on the flip side of this, because I think Terry Rozier, he stinks, but he was better tonight. You on mute, dude. I don't know what you said.
please save us, Terry.
Yeah, I remember that. Stone, Terry Rozier. He wasn't as terrible as he normally is, but still bad in some way. Like he was 4 of 7, had 7 rebounds, 5 assists.
I'm convinced he made those 4 shots in the last 4 minutes of the game. You won't convince me otherwise. I know he made 3 of them in the last 4 minutes. I know that for a fact.
All I know is that Terry Rozier ended up with a solid stat line, but he's still like the worst player on this team on a night in, night out basis. How does that happen?
I'm out of answers about like it doesn't matter what you do with him. He was only doing this in Charlotte. Like that's what I've come to realize. Like they've now tried putting him on the bench, which you would think would recreate that Charlotte-like atmosphere for him where he could just go crazy and do whatever he wants. But like it's just cooked. Like if he's not one-on-one in garbage minutes, I'm convinced he's about to miss a shot. Like I hate when him and Jovic are on the court together. It's just like we have 2 players that are completely lost on defense at all times, no matter where you start them on defense, no matter what position you put them in. It's it's bad hoops all around. He is just scary, terrible. Like whoever said that, chef's kiss. We're cooked. we bought a car without an engine and it got T-boned while we were driving it home. The value of it, like we're just gonna have to pay to get it shipped to the fucking scrapyard at this point. Like we are cooked.
Yeah, like cooked is a stretch. I ain't gonna hold you, because this team was cooked before he got here. So he ain't the reason that we cooked.
We're cooked in regards to the fact that we gave up a first-round draft pick to put ourselves in a worse position.
Are we in the worst position?
We think we cute. We think we're cooked. I'm over here watching Kia Jackson highlights. She dead ass got a tough finish, and I swear that's what I was looking at.
Let me tune into that.
We think we cook, but it's funny. Like I don't think the Heat think they cook with that part. Like
I don't. I think they're looking at 2026.
I think they're like okay, and like because them niggas don't value picks. Like
real.
Like when you say stuff like get rid of Robinson, Terry, and play the youth, like what do you mean? Like you want to play Kashad Johnson? Like you want to lose games?
Shot 16.
Like
these niggas ain't young.
Yeah, I'm all real. Look, I'm all for like people wanting to play the younger players. Like I'm cool with that. Y'all have to admit though that y'all are saying y'all want to lose. Like if you playing them young guys, then wouldn't the best course of action would be to get them another young guy that is better than all of them to help carry them through whatever this is next? Like,
nah, just make it a dung fight every night and let everyone's development suffer. We're going to the play-in.
Fuck that. I want you to kind of like close us out on this Terry Jaime thing. Which one of them was affected more by Jimmy's return, in your opinion?
Yes.
Okay. That works for me. I'm coming right back to you, New. We're going to talk about some of these young Bulls a little bit. Started with Niko. I thought he was terrible tonight. Again, like, I think he just I hate him on defense. Like, that is one thing that has been like a recurring theme. I agree that he's been more aggressive. Looks more confident or whatever. But sometimes that confidence is coming at the expense of like natural basketball IQ. What are you seeing from Niko? Like, did you see anything in particular tonight that you didn't like?
So seeing nothing because I don't watch these niggas play. What did I see? He has some Tyler Herro to his game to me, and I'm open to being wrong because I just admitted I don't watch these niggas play. But like, it just seemed like he gonna do what he want. You know what I mean? Like, it's like some of the other guys, like the young guys, they come in, they try to like hell. Terry Rozier did it, and I'm not calling him a young guy. I'm not crazy, but like, you know, that first game, he was like, yeah, I'll do whatever they need me to do. I'll be a facilitator. Nah, him and Tyler don't give a damn. If I want to shoot, I'm gonna shoot. If I want to do something like, I personally, when a team has no future, I like stuff like that. Like, do what you want to do. Like, what are you sacrificing to fit in for the betterment of a team that don't have no better? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he stinks. He's not a part of a young core. The Dame package like should not have been held up because of him. But like, I love that. I love niggas who don't care, like quiet quitting and stuff. Like, that's my bag. Like, what you gonna do? Play a nigga worse than me, Spo? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect it. He not good, but shoot, like that nigga shot an air ball on the 3 at the top of the key in transition. I don't care. Shoot 16 more of those. I don't give a damn. Miguel, I love LaMelo's game. Do what you want to do. Do 16, 20. Y'all love Terry when he was there doing it. Like,
they like Tyler doing it.
Why shouldn't he do it?
Y'all like Jimmy.
That's coming from like.
Y'all like Jimmy mid-range post-ups.
So I don't. He is not good, but shoot, because he get me closer to the lottery. So I'm with that.
Stone, your boy. We had 8 turnovers as a team. Niko had 4 of them hoes. I don't know what that stat has to do with it. I just want to throw it out there. You can talk about Niko a little bit too.
Yeah.
Talk about that jersey.
Yeah, he looked clean in that Vice jersey. That's all I'm gonna say about my dog. He looked clean in that Vice jersey. Come on now, that number 5.
Dale, don't be giving them the answers to the test. Let that nigga drown.
Yeah, it's cooked, but I liked a lot of what New was saying. Like, who else? Like, the question I always ask is, who else is going to take these shots? And if the answer is Haywood Highsmith, then I'm fine with whatever you're doing.
No, forget the shots. Who is going to take these minutes? You going to take him off the court for Pele?
Alec Burks.
Like, if I'm him, I'm doing what I want to do because you don't have no choice but to play me.
On top of that,
go ahead, Roy.
On top of that, this team is already like dead in the water in terms of playmakers. Like, so when he get the ball, like him pushing the ball, like pushing the pace, even the little short roll lobs that he throw to Khalil, where that's him generating offense, and literally nobody else on the team can do it. Like,
it's just crazy. Like, you'll see 4 Miami Heat players playing defense, and you're like, where's the 5th one? And he's just at half court. It's like, what are you doing?
Now, them defensive rotations have been abysmal, especially when they try and like go from zone. Like, brother, he fucks up every zone.
He has no idea what's going on out there. It's remarkable.
Bro, he's playing the top of the zone, the middle of the zone, and the corners all at the same time. It is fucking insane.
Never the rim.
Never where the fuck. It feels like, oh my God. Deb, what have you seen from Niko that you like, don't like? It don't matter. I already know where you're going.
You know what it is, bro. Like, That is a white man that plays NBA basketball. I don't like nothing about him, bro. Like he can't jump, he can't run fast, he can't bink past a nigga without you know what I'm saying? Like without it being off a swing pass. Like he ain't just finna size you up and get past you, bro. Like he can't score, he can't play defense, like he can't rebound, can't pass, like he does. What is his best attribute, bro? Like he doesn't have one. I mean, he's just a bot. Like at this point, like he's a bot. Like he got the Gallinari player bill with the skills of like a watered down poor man's version of Dario Saric. Like the boy is not good, bro. Like, and you know how ass you got to be the poor man's Dario Saric. Like,
come on, brother. Dario Saric is a pretty poor man himself. I did.
You feel me? Rookie of the year did not fool me. I was like, I don't see it. He must have been hurt that year, bro.
I ain't gonna say Brain got no talent, bro. Like he has.
Dog, Roy, bro, he don't got, bro. I promise you, Roy. You know me. I don't never be folks on this hoop shit and sports shit in general. He don't got no talent, bro. Like what?
So what was Hedo Turkoglu's talent?
Bro, Hedo Turkoglu was colder than a bitch, bro. Like
I know
he could shoot the rock, bro. Like he would spin off you just like in small spaces and just like shoot the basketball in the mid range, like pull up jumpers. Like
Jovic ain't got that.
You feel me? Like Hedo Turkoglu used to like get to the rim a little bit, not to the rim, but go downhill and pass the ball off, like create, like exactly V21. Like he had a little bag. It was nothing crazy, but he was kind of like a glue guy player. Turkoglu, that's funny. Thank you, Course, for the $5 dono. Check Bam stats, 15 points per game. He's down in every single category. Bam needs to complain to the offense with Jimmy.
Don't even try to figure it out. He missed a few words there.
Up there. But no, we're not. Bam not gonna do that, bro. Like Bam gonna let the ship sink. Nigga just got paid. He's happy to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all seen that fit he got off before the Laker game? He don't give a fuck about basketball.
That nigga just, bro. It's like
not this year anyway. I think what people look like, people are casting Bam off like he's done as a player or whatever. I think he's gonna ball the fuck out next year. Yeah. When they like whatever version of this team, once they clear up a few things that they got to clear up this year and kind of pick a direction, I think he's gonna try and like, do a little something next year. And if you don't, like, it's cool.
My thing with Bam, bro, like, where did that discourse about that nigga even come from, bro? Like,
about him being shit?
No, like that about like as if Bam was never like this player that was gonna need someone like. To have the responsibilities like of handling the basketball and creating.
Oh, it came from that no ceiling shit.
Who said
they compared him to Kevin Garnett?
Yeah, I think who said no ceilings?
No, it wasn't no ceilings. It was the build a team around Bam. That's what like niggas like started losing their mind because niggas don't understand that you could build a team around a player, and it's not like your best player.
Yeah,
like
they gotta
or your best offensive player. It's just about the build of the team. Like
they don't understand how Boston's big three was built. They don't understand how Golden State Warriors were built. Boston's big three team was built around Kevin Garnett. He was nowhere near the leading scorer. That nigga averaged like 15, 16 points a game. The Warriors dynasty built around Draymond Green. I know Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, whatever. But they could not have done what they done without his skill set.
If David Lee was in the starting lineup like he was supposed to be, like before he like ruptured his leg, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like, they never take off like that. You can build around somebody without thinking solely about offense. But I understand why people criticize Bam's offense. It's warranted.
Oh, no, for sure. He like shooting like shit.
Yeah, like he's playing like shit, to be perfectly honest with you. Like I told the nigga, like he didn't pinch Jokic tonight defensively or nothing. Like that man did what he wanted to do out there. And at the very least, when we talking about Bam, like one of the things that you would hope that he's still doing is at least making it uncomfortable for some of the best big man scorers in the league to do their job. We touted him as one of the best defensive players in this league, and I ain't seen that this year either. So like I'm with all the Bam slander. I ain't trying to like protect him.
Yeah.
But then like it's when like niggas go. It's more like when niggas go like Bam ain't never really been shit, and Tyler always been this person or whatever that it kind of gets
the Bill talk and whose team.
Yeah,
like
that's where it all gets
like
lost.
Bam wasn't a part of them wars with Jimmy and like carrying this team too. Like that's
Correct.
that is true. Like that's where I'd be like, what are we talking about? Like the offense has kind of been predicated on getting more out of somebody who ain't done shit for us when we needed him most, which is rather interesting that like this is the approach that they took when like
Yeah, and it's like they don't understand. Like when you focus
crash out, I'm gonna just tell everybody.
Bro, the legs are gonna give out. You're not gonna be able to make half court
He's
threes.
Gonna get hurt, bro.
Like the problem is like when you build an offense like that, like literally, it does not make anybody else better on the court but him
at all, bro.
Like, and I feel
we
like
don't have offensive rebounding, like because the only person that can rebound spins.
We can't generate offense at all. Like we can't generate off. The only offense is Tyler Herro shooting threes. That's it. Like, and I think that's a function of kind of like the way that he plays. This offense doesn't benefit anybody but him. Nobody else is a primary catch and shoot 3-point shooter except for Duncan, but he's ass. And we all know that. What else niggas got to talk about tonight? Probably nothing.
I just want to say about Jovic that he's only 21.
Don't care, Stone.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I'll do it. Fuck it. If he's 21, let me see something real quick. Let me look up that nigga's numbers. Just to be fair to him, I guess. Even though that's not something.
To be fair to Jovic?
Yeah. Even though that's not something I use.
I'm about to say that good brother is a single-digit scorer in this NBA.
Brother, I'm gonna be real. He's averaging 9.8, 4 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. He's peaked. This is the best season that he'll ever have in his NBA career, bro. On a team that is quote unquote trying to win.
I don't know if I agree that this is the best season that he'll ever have. I feel like he can find himself in one of them shitty ass situations.
No, that's why I said quote unquote trying to win.
Oh, okay. On a team that's trying to win, this is the most that he'll contribute to a winner.
He'll never be better than this right now.
No, you ain't talking why. You agree? You think he can be better than this on the team trying to win, or this is it?
Even if I don't, it's Nikola Jovic, so I'm not going to tell Dale that I don't agree. It don't matter.
Because I'll just ask anybody.
I do agree, but like even if I didn't, I wouldn't admit it right now.
You know why? You know why I say that? Because like I said, he don't have nothing that he's like really good at. Like, and if somebody was to say, nah, he's young, he's like my man said, chill, he's 21. Like, and I'm gonna ask you, what do you think that he can become very good at?
If niggas start talking about playmaking.
Come on now, bro. Have you seen that nigga dribble the basketball?
Yeah, no, it's not so much that. It's just like being tall and being able to shoot maybe more consistently one day.
Yeah, but you can find other niggas that can do that. Like
how long? Yeah, exactly. How long a team gonna put up with you?
That's a nigga learn marketing right there.
Giving you consistent minutes to like develop that. Like once you get to 23 years old, like
yeah, how many years is it gonna take for him to be a good NBA player? Like how many millions of dollars does that cost?
Ain't this like year 4?
No, this year 2. Year 3. I'm sorry. This year 3 for him.
Close enough to 4, nigga. Like
yeah, he 1 year for the
Let me be the first to say undrafted you, like where you developing at for real. Like
and you a first round pick. And not only that, dude, like to Stone's point about him shooting better, bro. He's shooting like almost half more threes, like 0.5 more threes than last year. He's shooting 3% worse from 3 than he did last year. On 3 more minutes. He's not improving.
So then he peaked last year, not this year.
No, I mean this gonna be the most. It's gonna be the most opportunity he get. I don't
see him after this. Don't worry, I don't see him getting 22 minutes per game after this season.
I do. This team's crazy. They're gonna bring.
On this team, yes. On this team, maybe, but like,
but like
they ain't picking up like niggas ain't matching no offer sheet. Like he ain't even gonna get one. Like
he gonna get a cool $80 million from the Heat though.
You ain't stopping him from going to restricted free agency.
You said again, this lies at the feet of Spo. We can talk about
Yeah,
Spo a little
Cook.
bit because
Stone put something on Spo feet earlier today.
you feel me? Like
Put that nigga in the ocean.
with submit, but like nigga crazy. But like, okay, so we can talk about Spo a little bit because there has been like a lot of people talking about how Spo hasn't been on top of his game this year either. And then there's also the argument of, well, what in the fuck does he have to work with? Stone, you've been one of the more vocal about Spo not doing his job well this year. Why is it that, people believe that Spo's not doing what the fuck he's supposed to be doing?
Yeah, I mean, like, first of all, like, that whole crowd that's like, who's better than Spo? Like, what are you going to do that's better than Spo? Like, that's not even what I'm trying to say. I don't want someone better than Spo. I just want Spo to be better. My issue is, like, how many times in the game do I have to sit there and say, what the fuck is this rotation? But most importantly is the question you have to ask us every night, which is, what is this defense? And, like, I get it. Like, Spo is one of those guys, that used to be super forward thinking and creative, and he would throw things at teams that they hadn't seen before. And that's not what I mean by what is this defense. I mean, like, why is Jaime Jaquez staggered right behind Nikola Jovic while three other players are wide open? That's the kind of questions I'm trying to ask. And, like, maybe the players are that dog shit, but, like, it's his job to, like, make it just look like these guys are professional basketball players, or at least close to it, as close as the Heat are trying to make me believe they are to being professional basketball players. And, like, I'm just not, like, and the thing that's kind of driven me nuts about him, especially, like, in more recent years, is, like, a player will be good for a while, and then all of a sudden they just won't exist. And when I say good, like, not good, but, like, serviceable. And then all of a sudden they're just not in the rotation anymore for 2 months. And vice versa. There will be a player that stinks that plays 40 minutes every single night while he's out there stinking it up.
He's talking to you, Haywood.
I sure am. That's my biggest issue with Spo. Why is Haywood Highsmith play so much basketball? Do you hate basketball, Eric Spoelstra? You can't convince me you like it. Oh.
So I think when it comes to Spo, I agree that there is a level of player accountability that needs to be had for, like, guys like Niko who don't always seem to know what defense they're in. There's also blame on Spo that he needs to recognize that these niggas don't know what defense they're in and probably change it to something where they do know. I think one of the biggest examples of that was the game against the Lakers, where he just seemed to want to sit in that goddamn zone after the Lakers had figured it out, and then LeBron started to pick it apart, and he just stuck with it. Like, it feels like Spo he's going back to that robotic thing that everybody else has kind of attributed to him over the years. New, what do you think Spo's biggest kind of, like, failing is this year?
He can't get the best out of anybody anymore. Spo used to be good at that. Like, he would squeeze to, like, the last drop of juice was like if a guy was playing under Spo and he was leaving, you would, like, be like sure, like, he wasn't going to progress. Like, all right, that's it. Like, you'll never get a better version of X player than when he was with Spo. I don't believe that anymore. I think other coaches could get better production out of certain players. Not niggas like Nikola Jovic, but, like, I'd like to see Bam play for a different coach. Like, Trae Young Clint Capella is still getting NBA checks because he plays with a Trae Young. Like, I'd love to see Bam play with somebody like that. Like, I don't think he can maximize guys anymore. His rotations are bad. Like, it's bad. We said it in the playback. I don't know. It looked like he's lost his joy for coaching. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something in his personal life. I'm not here to speculate, but it doesn't look fun no more. Like, Jimmy lost his joy and Spo did too, apparently. Like,
so the one little bit of pushback I got is just kind of like, when you're talking about his rotations are bad, that implies that there is a good rotation to be found somewhere. And go ahead.
It's not that it's a good rotate to be found. It's that he won't try. Like, And I'm not here. I don't care about Khalil Ware. Respectfully to
Yeah.
that young man. I don't, okay, he's fine. But draft night, we were in a playback. You disgust me.
Oh my God.
You are a sick freak. We were in a playback on draft night, and I hated the pick because Jared McCain was still on the board. I thought he was a better player. I still think he's a better player. And everybody was like, no, Bam's tired of playing the 5. Bam wants to play the 4. They drafted a big for Bam. We've seen 30 seconds of them together. And this is post Thomas Bryant trade. Kevin Love can't play. Why don't you even try? Like, you understand what I'm saying? This is not a championship team, bro. Like, maybe that's what it is, and they refuse to give up. So it's just like I can't just start trying things. But bro, like, try. Put the nigga on the floor. Is Pele Larson, like, Haywood Highsmith is 37. He's not your future, bro. Put Pele Larson out there. I don't care. Like, try. Like, fine, you can try. I don't think it's gonna work, but at least we could be like, at least he tried. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you put Haywood Highsmith on the court for 37 minutes, you know what you're going to get.
Nothing.
Like, I don't know. Maybe my expectations is too high. That's my fault.
No, like that's not off base at all. Like I feel like you hit the nail on the head. Like if you're gonna experiment with all these other different things, like with the starting lineup or whatever, then you absolutely know that Bam has expressed, Udonis has expressed, several people have expressed that Bam would like to be a 4. And I feel like at this point, you not giving him the opportunity, it lies solely with Spo. It's not like you no longer have a capable. I don't want to call Khalil Ware a capable 5. Like, he's a rookie. I have no expectations for him. Like, none. I will not have any expectations for Khalil Ware all year. I don't have any now. If he has a good game, great. If he doesn't, great. I don't care. I have no expectations for Khalil Ware. Shut the fuck up, Stone, even on silent. But also, like, you now have a guy who you can play at the 5 next to Bam. Like, and you're teasing people with it when you could just go ahead and just kind of see what it looks like. To New's point, like, what do you have to lose? Dale, what's been the biggest failing in, like, with Spo this year?
I do agree with New with the whole try thing. Like, Bam handled the ball so much, like to like get people downhill and to get people shots. Like, so the nigga is one of our better ball handlers just off of having to do it alone. Passers, why not have that nigga be the ball handler in a screen and roll with Khalil Ware? Like, I mean, a defense, like, it at least make a defense think a little bit. It's like, okay, I know Bam's not gonna come off this just shooting, but what if he just dive? What if they both just dive like to the same area? Like, at some point, if the screen is good enough from Khalil, like, he's gonna get space to get. But it's just like, to New's point, we don't see shit like that. Like, why don't we see, like, we used to see Mario Chalmers screen for LeBron James?
We used to see
Like,
Duncan Robinson screen for Bam.
Right, but we don't see like a steady diet of stuff like that. Like, it's weird. Like, it's like that nigga's an employee now. Like, I think like him. I think the 3 people that like have been the sole like carriers of this whole shit are just strictly employees. Like, and I don't think they have a drive or a real like deep care of where this shit goes. Like, if it goes good, cool. If it don't, oh fucking well. And 2 of the 3 are paid already. Spo just got a contract. Bam just got paid. Like, them niggas can do all that posturing that they, oh yeah, just compete every night, try to get wins. But bro, like, yeah, that's for like 2 hours when they actually out there. But once they get up out of that shit, bro, I don't think they be giving a fuck no more. Jimmy probably don't. Like, you not paying me, and y'all just put up with a kid, like, and multiple other people that don't really help this team. Like, what you mean y'all want to mess what up?
Miguel, how would we know if Bam is a better 5 than a 4 if we never play him at the 4? That is
The best version of this team has always existed with Bam at the 4.
It was 2019.
Myers Leonard.
Right. Even though it was like 15, 20 minutes a game of racist center basketball, like it still was what
that
it.
was the best version. Like,
Yeah, like it's no way around that. So it's like, bro, like
We weren't getting murdered on the boards too. I feel like that probably takes so much out of Bam every night.
bro, all of this has to take it out of Bam every night. And I'm not here to shoot the nigga no bell. Like I said, he hasn't been good. But like, where is any help for to do that? Like, this is year 4 of Bam being your defense. Like, if Bam is off the floor, they're the worst defensive team in basketball. Like, none of the game offensively is centered around me. Like, Terry Rozier threw a was that Terry that threw that lob tonight? Who was that?
To Bam that he couldn't catch.
Yeah, like
it was
20 feet over his head.
Lobs to Bam, like so nothing is made easier on me offensively, and then the weight of everything defensively is on me because nobody else can play defense. Like if I'm Bam, I wouldn't give half the effort that he does. Like
he don't run back all the time on offense.
Yeah.
That was
Bam literally
Bam.
don't run.
Like,
He's opposite of a lot of players. That nigga doesn't run past half court like a lot on offense.
Like, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not shooting him no bail because he can be better, like just as a person. But I put that on Spo. Like, you've tailored, like Dale said, a nigga who ain't been in a single war with you outside of a bubble. You went into the summer and your solution to this was build the offense around him. Okay, like, but we see that's not going to work. So that's another failure on Spo because how is that your solution? Like, how you did the math and came up with that, bro? Like,
so to Dale's point, like I do think that the 3 people who have spent the most time holding this build together are the 3 most checked out members of this team right now. Jimmy, Bam, and Spo have completely checked out. Like,
before you go, Royal, I would just want to add to the Duncan Robinson's numbers has also regressed this year.
Duncan Robinson is also checked out.
I just checked right now. I was just curious. That's like, has anyone improved? Like shooting percent? No, not even him.
Improved? Like, there's only one improvement on this roster.
Right.
there's only one. But I think all the guys who actually been through those wars and like they're just worn out. It's over with, bro. Like, and I think that's kind of what you're watching. You're watching a dog on his last leg. You're watching it die, bro. And like it didn't have to die this way, but this is the way that it's dying. And I don't know. There's some solace in knowing that that finality is on its way. But this is also like the slow march to death that people, usually dread and don't want to be a part of with their teams. Like, it's just sad to watch. You know what I mean?
They said they were going to see this build through. It's
through all right.
And it's funny because it seems like the build was about one person.
And it feels like that one person is going to get the opportunity to be a part of the next build as well. And I don't know if that's going to be true for the guys who are primarily responsible for getting us to where we were. And that stinks. So the next game, y'all think niggas on Bam head tonight. We playing Wemby and San Antonio. This is a family show. I'm glad you know that, V21. Rated G. But yeah, we played Wembley. Wemby.
What a very, very friendly comment. And he's correct.
You say, as fans, we should blame front office and the owner, not Herro. Brother, I will blame them all. But we play on Wemby next. I don't understand why people believe that Herro should escape any type of persecution for the way things went down.
Who blamed him tonight?
Who blamed Tyler?
Yeah, like
I can see how they kind of rounded it when we say stuff like Herro's the reason that we didn't win a championship. That's not me blaming Tyler. That's me telling you the reality.
You said that tonight?
No, but I've said it over and over again.
Specifically tonight, like in the past 10 minutes, you say don't blame Tyler. Where was any blame placed at Tyler Herro's feet for this team? Like,
he is the bystander, bro. Like, he's here. He's
analysis.
Here is what. Come on now, top tier. Like, he's here, bro. So he gonna get talked about. But like, it is what it is with him, bro. Like, he ain't no better or worse than nobody else, bro, to be honest with you. Y'all can't blame Tyler ever. Most consistent motherfucker on this bitch. Roddy Briggs. Wipe the cum out your ass, bro. Like, just stop. Bro, let's
check
stop.
the standings. Just check the standings.
Like,
We're
stop,
behind
bro.
Detroit.
Shout out to the Martin Luther King chat that knew put the boy in. That's where I got that bar from.
Like, niggas talking about some, you can't blame Tyler.
But like, he the most consistent. Yeah, he's consistent. He was consistently hurt, consistently missing when we made runs to the
That
finals.
nigga is the best swimmer on the Titanic. Who cares? Like,
man, come on, bro.
All y'all niggas drowning. Like,
yeah, bro. Like, it's like y'all niggas want to like praise him and shit on the team. It's like he owned the fucking team, bro. So like,
bro, like he's the only one playing hard. Like, what are you talking? Like, how is that possible, bro?
Wisdom is chasing you, and it cannot catch your ass.
You know it's crazy. Like, now that Tyler's having a good season for once, and he's doing something consistently, niggas act like you can't say nothing about him because the team is bad. But when the team was bad last year, other niggas was good, and we was saying like, "Yo, Tyler Herro's he's not pulling his weight." Niggas was like, "But it's the whole team. You can't just single Tyler out." So which one is it? Like, when do you niggas give people a green light to talk about Tyler Herro? And I'm not even here to talk about the nigga because I don't care about him. I don't care about
bro. I have spent an entire year not talking about Tyler Herro, bro. And every time I say something like niggas just coming out the woodwork, you never have nothing. I don't have nothing to say about the man. Like, he has played well all season long. I don't know. I need to make this disclaimer every time. He has played at an all-star level. He will not be an all-star.
Let me cut you off, brother, because now you're lying. He has not played at all-star level. He has played at a ultimate green light.
Look at who you talking to, gang. Of course I'm lying.
The liar.
Now shut up and let me do this. Tyler Herro has played at an all-star level this year. All right? He will not make an all-star game. He will not be in the top 10 voting at all-stars by a fan vote at the end of this. But he has played very well by the standards that he has set for himself.
So all you niggas that want to be on Tyler's dick every
don't vote for
stream, how many times y'all voting a day? Don't y'all get like 10 votes? That nigga can't pass
Jordan Poole got him wiped down.
Like, Pimp wiped down. Like, what's
LA
up?
Larson
Why y'all
got all
not
my
voting
votes
for him, bro?
Bro, to be perfectly honest with you, I haven't voted for any Heat player because none of them bitches deserve to be all-stars.
Nigga, I was not talking to you. So,
oh, my bad. I don't vote, even though that's what my shirt say. It tell your friends to vote. It say vote on the back. But I ain't voting for Tyler Herro because I don't think he's an all-star. And I refuse to vote for people from other teams. So, like, if a Heat player is an all-star, I will vote for them. If I don't think a Heat player is an all-star, I will not vote, period. So, but yeah, Tyler Herro he's played well this year. And I acknowledge that. But I also acknowledge the way that he played in the previous 5 years that he was here. I no longer consider him a young player because he's 24. I look at him by years of service. That is the way the NBA judged him. That is the way I judge him. He is in his 6th year in the NBA. And correct. I'm not going to say it, but you said it for me. That's what he is. He shoots more, so he scores more points. Congratulations to Tyler Herro. Shout out to you on the season that you are having. Keep it up, brother. Like, that's the message that I have for Tyler Herro. I have nothing more, nothing less. I am moving on to the next game. Stone, we're playing Wemby. The boy feeling good?
You mean we're playing the lesser Kalel Ware? Yeah, we're feeling amazing. Let me howl real quick one time.
Howl! Let me howl your ass off the stage. How you finna get that shit off while I'm sitting right here? Bitch ass nigga, don't you dare talk about the lesser Kalel. Get your ass up here and tell these people the truth and let me be the only liar up here tonight.
Kalel Ware, 50 points. It's too easy. This Heat offense is amazing. Bo's got these guys clicking. Defenses don't have an answer. Jaime Jaquez, that adjustment to Jimmy Butler coming back, that's what we're going to hear about all on Twitter, and I'm ready for it. We'll be waiting for it. We might wait a lifetime on it, but we will be waiting for Jaime Jaquez to adjust to Jimmy Butler being back, because all I heard people talk about is how he's a star or a rising star. Anyways, I got Heat by 50. Bam, gonna have 60. Tyler Herro, gonna have 40. Jimmy Butler, going to have a 100-point triple-double. Spurs don't have a chance.
Correct. Thank you, Stone. No, the girl feeling good.
No.
Damn, the boy feeling good.
Man, big dogs went into effect today. You feel me? Of course, I'm feeling good before I go. I'm going to just thank Justin Franklin for the $4.99. Make sure you tune in into the Blank Celebration stream hosted by Ro. No. But, you know,
Not on my watch. Don't.
we freed the real nigga today. Xavier Lucas home. You know what I'm saying? The big dogs bark. Do I feel good? But I don't got to watch Emory Williams for 12 games next year. Carson Beck, QB1 home. Fuck what niggas talking about. Niggas thought it was just a Cam Ward show. Boy, that O-line ain't going nowhere, big boy. Mark Fletcher season. Jordan Lyle season. Niggas gonna learn the lane Elijah Lofton if it's on me. Revamp secondary. New DC. Man, we ain't talking about that right now. We talking about this Kane shit. You know what I'm saying? Brick by brick activity. Like Pablo Escobar in the 80s, nigga.
Come on now.
I built this shit. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if a nigga think one quarterback built it because he came from Washington State. First overall pick, Cam Ward. Yeah, we did that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be out here. 10-win season on the way.
Playoff appearance?
27.
Okay. Natty Ball, like the hit. Oh, they say JoJo the best receiver in the ACC?
10 more pounds added. Talk soon. We got no boy in that strength and conditioning room, and then he's gonna be a demon.
Oh boy, shut up. Anyway, so I'll tell y'all a couple of facts about the San Antonio Spurs. Their leading scorer is Victor Wembanyama. He averages 24.7 points per game. That is more points than our leading scorer, Tyler Herro, who has 24.3 points per game. Vic is also their leading rebounder at 10.7 rebounds a game. That is more than our leading rebound, Bam Adebayo, at 9.6. Chris Paul is their leading assist man at 8.3 assists per game. That is more than our leading assist man, Tyler Herro, at 5 assists per game. I just gave y'all all the statistics, and I don't know what none of them mean. All right? But what I do know is that the Heat about to blow that shit!
Oh yeah.
We're
Packing somebody up tonight.
All right, go ahead. Sit back. Don't even...
You let him blow that shit out! Fuck is you talking about? Don't be cutting me out, Justin! Stone 2 already! Bam! 50! Jimmy, 50! Tyler, 12! Fuck that boy! Play the video, Justin!
Boy, fuck you.
Oh.